You know the feeling. You get up from the couch, perhaps to grab a glass of water or answer the door, and when you return, a fluffy, four-legged opportunist is curled up exactly where you were. It happens almost instantly. It is a nearly universal canine behavior, one that often elicits a laugh, a gentle sigh of exasperation, or a reluctant surrender of the prime real estate. Many humans dismiss it as mere comfort-seeking. Others wonder if it is a stubborn assertion of dominance or territorial behavior. If that is what you think, the truth of canine psychology is about to surprise you. It might even change the way you look at your dog forever. We tend to interpret this behavior through our own human lens, labeling it as laziness or even a calculated power move. We assume the dog simply found a warm spot and took it, sure ignoring the social dynamic. But this is where canine psychology diverges sharply from our hasty assumptions. If comfort were the sole motivator, they would simply move to the next empty cushion. The sofa is large. Why must it be that specific spot? The reason, when you uncover it, reveals something profound about the relationship between two entirely different species. To truly grasp the philosophy of the spot-stealing dog, we must first confront what this behavior is not. Despite outdated theories on pack hierarchy and dominance that still circulate in some training circles, your dog is not trying to usurp your position as leader of the house. Modern ethology, the scientific study of animal behavior, discredits the idea that dogs spend their days plotting to overthrow their human family through couch ownership. This is not about status. In fact, attributing such human motivations to dogs is unfair. It fundamentally misunderstands the canine mind. Dogs are masters of situational opportunity, but they are also deeply emotional mammals motivated by connection, not complex political strategies. So if we are removing dominance from the table, what lies beneath this predictable behavior? This brings us to the core reason, a biological reality that is simultaneously scientific and deeply poignant. It is the philosophy of presence. The dog's world is built not just on comfort, but on safety and social binding. These two concepts are intricately linked to their incredible olfactory capabilities. A dog doesn't just see or hear the world, they smell it with an intensity humans cannot fathom. You, as their primary caretaker and bondmate, represent everything essential for their survival and happiness. You are their source of resources, protection, and perhaps most importantly, their emotional anchor. Your presence signifies safety. When you sit on the couch, you are infusing that space with your most distinct and comforting signature, your scent. This is the central revelation. The reason they steal your spot is not because it is warm. The primary driver is because it smells intensely of you. To a dog, your scent is home. It is security. It is affection solidified into an aromatic presence. When you rise, the residual warmth of your body is a strong biological signal. It indicates to the dog that the location is safe, validated by the highest authority in their world. If you were sitting there, it must be the best place to be. The heat is alluring, certainly, but the scent is the true magnetic force. When your dog replaces you, they are effectively taking refuge in your essence. They are enveloping themselves in the olfactory reminder of the bond you share. It is a mechanism of self-soothing and a strategy for staying connected even when separated by a few feet. Think of it as the canine version of wearing your partner's old sweatshirt or sleeping with your childhood blanket. It is a primal urge for comfort rooted in a specific, reliable identity. This behavior, far from being adversarial or greedy, is an act of profound vulnerability. Your dog is demonstrating, in the clearest possible nonverbal way, just how essential you are to their sense of emotional equilibrium. They are not taking your spot. They're holding it for you while simultaneously soaking up the comfort of your memory. In their mind, they are keeping the connection alive. It is an expression of deep attachment, one that has been bred into them over thousands of years of symbiotic relationship with humans. They have linked their psychological stability to our physical proximity. Consider then the philosophical weight of that empty cushion. When you leave, that spot represents a gap in their perceived safety. Your dog is simply stepping in to fill that void. This explains why dogs with separation anxiety are often the most prolific spot stealers. For a dog that fears isolation, your scent is a vital antidote to panic. They seek it out desperately. However, even well-adjusted dogs indulge in this behavior because the fundamental need for connection is always present. In replacing you, they are choosing proximity to you above all other comfort options available to them. They are prioritizing the social bond. So the next time you find your furry friend curled up in your favorite spot, resist the urge to see it as a nuisance or an expression of stubbornness. Instead, shift your perspective. View it as a declaration. The philosophy of the spot-stealing dog is not one of theft, but one of inheritance. They are inheriting the safety, comfort, and emotional resonance you left behind. They are anchoring themselves to your identity in a volatile world. When you gently ask them to move, or when you decide to simply sit on the edge because you cannot bear to displace such obvious comfort, know that you are not just managing furniture. You are navigating the landscape of a profoundly emotional relationship. That warm spot on the couch is more than just fabric and foam. It is a direct measurement of how much you are loved.